We've arrived at Ginkaku-ji, which is one of the prettiest of all the temples and gardens in Kyoto. It's in the tsukiyama style of hillside garden. A dramatic entry lined by tall hedges leads into another world, a lyrical dreamscape of ponds surrounded by gardens, dotted with statues, and linked together by exquisite bamboo railings that guide you along the very pleasant and calm footpaths. Try to arrive when it opens at 9 a.m. to enjoy its tranquility undisturbed by the busloads that are soon to come. The Japanese garden is a miniature and idealized view of nature, and this style of garden is meant for strolling, for moving around from one place to another, and as you go, there will be scenes revealed and then left behind. It's hide and reveal, appearing then disappearing. These gardens are not laid out straight, and nor do they have a single focus. Instead, the paths are designed with curves and bends, and they'll go up and down. It's made to look natural, but of course everything here is carefully designed. Ginkaku-ji is a Zen temple that represents the Higashiyama culture of the Muromachi period back in the 15th century. It was originally built as a retirement villa and gardens between 1460 and 1480 by Ashikaga Yoshimasa, who arranged for his property to become this Zen temple after his death. The main structure is similar in design to that of Kinkaku-ji, another famous temple in Kyoto that was built by his grandfather. The temple is now associated with the Rinzai branch of Zen. Obviously, the best way to enjoy these gardens without crowds is come in the off-season, as we are here in early December, which is really the perfect time to be in the gardens of Kyoto. You have the fall colors still lingering, and if you're here in the middle of the week, especially in early December, there's hardly anybody else around. If you're here on a typical busy day, there are going to be hundreds, maybe 1,000 people in the garden, so that does make it a little difficult to get into that contemplative and meditative mood that the gardens are designed to foster. Instead, you'll have lots of people around. Some of them are shouting at each other, others are waving their selfie sticks around, kids running past you. So it does provide a challenge if you're here in a busy time. There are a few steps to climb as you walk along the main path, but really it's not a strenuous walk. Just about anybody can do it. Anybody who's in normal condition, no problem, you'll love it. Railings are typically made with green bamboo to blend in with the scenery, providing an organic and clean appearance, while at the same time being functional to help you steady yourself and keep you from walking into the garden. And then you can walk up the hill and gain some lovely views. The main pavilion is known as Ginkaku, the Silver Pavilion, because originally they were planning to cover its exterior in silver, but that never happened. Instead, the outside has had an unfinished appearance for the last 500 years, which illustrates one of the aspects of Wabi-Sabi quality. Wabi-Sabi was developed as a Japanese worldview or aesthetic based on imperfection and the impermanence of life, deeply rooted in the Zen Buddhist philosophy. It's based on ideas that nothing is perfect or ever finished, and nothing lasts forever. Some of the characteristics of that Wabi-Sabi aesthetic can be seen in the garden itself. They include asymmetry and irregularity, simplicity, economy and austerity, modesty, and appreciation of the natural world. Understanding and accepting these concepts was viewed as an important step towards enlightenment, or satori. It's often summarized as wisdom in natural simplicity and flawed beauty. Of course, there are many more dimensions to this profound philosophy and various interpretations of it, such as the Mahayana Buddhist view of the universe, which cautions that genuine understanding cannot be achieved through words or language. It's more nonverbal. involving feelings and sensations. A variety of different moss cover most of the ground surface here, providing different shades and colors, and they like to display it with labels to let you know what varieties are found in the garden. These boxes display 48 different types. And notice the carefully tended sand garden. This is an example of that kare sansui style that we saw with the pebble garden back at Fukuji at the Abbot's Hall. The garden is arranged in two sections. The upper terrace is in the style of a dry garden with stones and sand and no water. And the lower terrace is designed with changing views as you walk around the pond, very green and luxurious. The Buddhist temple gardens were designed for contemplation and meditation, not so much for recreation and fun and pleasure, although modern travelers understandably are really just walking around and enjoying the beautiful sights, not thinking so much about meditation and philosophy. But peaceful contemplation can certainly add more dimensions to your experience here in the gardens. Remarkable combination of styles of landscape architecture right here. This is definitely a place that you must visit, Ginkaku-ji. This is part of our series on the temples and gardens of eastern Kyoto, the Higashiyama district, and also we'll take you downtown in some of our other videos. Be sure to look for them on our YouTube channel.